We're watching News 5 at 10. I'm Rob Quirk. Diane is off tonight. New at 10, disturbing new numbers released this month from the State Attorney General's office shows 91 people, victims and perpetrators, died in 2021 in domestic violence-related incidents in Colorado. That is the highest number of domestic violence fatalities in our state since 2016. News 5's Maggie Bryan digging deeper into the report and has some recommendations for us given to our lawmakers to hopefully lower these numbers, Maggie.
Right, Rob. This report was put together by the state's Domestic Violence Fatality Review Board. It says in 4 out of 5 domestic violence fatalities, a gun was involved. I talked with one of the key contributors of the report who says expanding firearm relinquishment laws like red flag laws is just one step to combat this growing issue in Colorado.
This 45-page report lists the names of those killed in domestic violence incidents in Colorado in 2021. The victims ranged from just 1 month old to 91 years old.
Unfortunately, the numbers are always concerning, but for folks that do this work, not at all surprising.
Victim advocacy organizations like Violence Free Colorado are sounding the alarm about how common domestic violence is in our community.
Sometimes we need reports like this to really kind of open up the curtains and draw in the light to really give voice to what's happening in the lives of Coloradans.
Detailed in the report, 91 people were killed in 2021. 32 of those were perpetrators and 14 were collateral victims. Perpetrators were largely male, while victims were mainly women, and a gun was used in 4 out of 5 fatalities.
Whenever there's a combination of pattern of abuse and the presence of firearms, the risk of fatality increases phenomenally.
Margaret Abrams with the Rose Andom Center helped develop the report and ways to reduce fatalities in the state. One recommendation is limiting perpetrators' access to firearms and teaching victims how to activate those laws through civil protection orders and red flag laws.
A lot of jurisdictions may still be trying to figure out how to enforce those laws and how to have policy and procedure in place to make sure that those cases are identified.
Expanding training for judicial officers who intervene and respond to domestic violence situations.
Having mandatory judicial training is really, really important given the power that judges have over so many elements of the process.
And creating a full-time state position to educate law enforcement on intervention techniques. Rivera with Violence Free Colorado says more funding is needed to achieve these goals.
Making sure that as a community we are investing in funding those organizations, I think, is critical.
If you are in a situation of relationship or domestic violence, there are resources for you. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is 800-799-SAFE or 7233. A call for change is an anonymous hotline for perpetrators. To get help, that number is 877-898-3411. Rob.
Help is available. Maggie, thank you. Now